Hi everybody, this is Catherine, your favorite French Canadian. Today I'm going to show you the best setting for your PS5 for God of War Ragnarok and also the best setting inside of the game. We have a couple of new things that I never saw in any game from the PS5, so we're going to look at it. So first of all, let's go to settings. We're going to go to screen and video. Go to video output. So the first one is your resolution. Make sure that you're playing with the proper amount of resolution. I just stay at automatic. It's using my 4K on my LG C2. But for example, if you have like a PC monitor and it's a 2K monitor, just select your 2K resolution over there. PS5 did a patch a couple of months ago and now you have it. And you can definitely lock your resolution if you have to do that. For VRR, I recommend to stay at automatic. Don't apply it on unsupported game. It's causing issue if you're playing a game that doesn't support VR, stuttering and stuff like that. Even in some supported games, sometimes VR can cause stuttering. So if you have random stuttering on your console, test your VRR at off. For 100 Hz, I recommend to go with automatic. Again, you need an HDMI 2.1 cable, and also you need an HDMI 2.1 compatible TV. So super important if you want the 4K 120 Hz. For all them, you can definitely go at automatic. If you have some issue with your TV with BFI, definitely you can disable it over there. For your 4K transfer rate, just go with automatic. If you're using an old capture card like an HD 60S, 60S Plus, you will have to use the -2, so it's gonna compress your transfer rate. So if you have some issue to capture your PS5, this is probably because of that. But for the majority of the people, just go with automatic. For HDR, I recommend always on or just on when supported. Super important to adjust your HDR. So do the calibration from the PlayStation. It will adapt your HDR depending on your monitor and what kind of HDR that you want to have in your game. The deep color output, I recommend to go with automatic. You need that if you want your HDR to work. Also, super important, look at your HDMI. Your deep color needs to be activated. On my previous TV, my LG C7, it was at off. And I didn't understand why I didn't have like any HDR. And it was because of that. And for the RGB range, just go with automatic. So now for the game, let's go inside of the game. So you have two different parameters over there. You have graphic mode and you have high frame rate mode. So this is pretty new. I never seen like those parameters inside of the game. But we're gonna start with film grain and motion blur. First of all, if you want like a very clean image, I recommend to go with film grain at 0 and motion blur at 0. You don't want those effects. You want like the best visual possible. Film grain is discutable. If you like that, definitely go with it. But motion blur in any game, I'm not a fan of it. Maybe if you're playing at 30 FPS, but if you're playing at 60 and more, don't use it. So the first one, the favor, we're gonna start with favor performance with high frame rate mode at off. This one is for people with a 4K TV with 60 Hz input. Go with favor performance. Honestly, when I compare favor quality and favor performance, I didn't see a big difference. You're playing like in 2K a little bit more sometimes, depending where you are in the map with a 60 frame rate lock. That's pretty good. If you're going with favor quality, you're gonna play at 4K 30. But honestly, for me, 30 FPS is unplayable in this game. The shadow will be a little bit better, ambient occlusion. You're getting a lot better visibility also when you look further in the game. But for me, you can't really play in 30 FPS in this game. So definitely go with favor performance. The other combo that you can do, you can activate the high frame rate mode. I'm not gonna do it because you need a 120 Hz TV with an HDMI cable 2.1, and right now you can't have a capture card with that. So if I'm putting in that on, I'm gonna lose my image. But I'm still gonna say what you can expect. So if you activate your favor performance and you put your high frame rate mode at on, you will play in like 2K and sometimes a little bit more, but with unlocked FPS. So it's gonna be unlocked after like your 60. You can expect something like 80 to 95 FPS depending where you are in the map, and it's pretty gorgeous, honestly. It's very fluid. I really, really like this mode, and I don't see a big difference, honestly, with the quality one. If you try to use high frame rate mode with quality, again, you need HDMI cable 2.1 because with the proper input on your TV, you can expect something like 4K at 40 FPS, and it's pretty much lock your 40 FPS, so that's pretty good. If you want pure quality and you have 120 hertz monitor, definitely go with favor quality and high frame rate mode at on. If you have again a 120 hertz monitor and you just want FPS, I recommend the favor performance mode at on. If you don't have those technology and you just have a 4K 60 hertz TV, I recommend to go with fervor performance and the high frame rate mode at off. I really don't recommend the favor quality because of the 30 FPS. The favor quality with the high frame rate mode at on is not bad. It's 40 FPS, you're getting more. I'm not a fan of it. I prefer the performance one with the high frame rate mode at on, but I understand why people want to play the quality one at 40. So this is pretty much it, guys, for the setting. If you have any question about God of War Ragnarok, just comment in the YouTube section. Post me any question about it. I will try to help you the best that I can. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace.